Hello, traders. Welcome to the Thursday stream, where we're just gonna look at like everything like we do every day, and it can't be that easy ever, man, can it? Not in these market conditions. No way are you ever just gonna break a resistance and moon. No, no, no. There have to be fake outs like this. That last night, I know you were probably awake. Everyone was pinged in the Discord while it was happening. Bitcoin got to its highest level of 2023, highest level since like June 9th, June 10th of 2022, hit a peak of around $29,200, and since that peak, no higher, and in fact, down almost 5%. So, yeah, not really the party we were looking for. Better than nothing, but here we are, just confined within the rectangle. Don't know how much more you need to think it's a rectangle. These levels are being so well respected up and down. So still in the top part of this range. Extend it out a little bit more, and that's it. The daily. Nothing, no big deal, man. Just sideways and no positive Momo. Still in the bullish control zone. It was looking good yesterday. It still looks fine today. Just win real bit. Win absorption of remaining effing supply. Well, you know, like if there's a level, there's gonna be an absorbent amount of supply. It would be $28,800. So yeah, no simple feat here to defeat the sellers. Not yet anyway. So I think if you're, what you think's going on, well, we're gonna go higher. You just think we've got this process that takes time to where eventually the remaining supply is absorbed by buyers, and then there is no more supply at that level, and then massive markups happen later. That's about it. Bitcoin's down 1.5%, when at one point it was up 2+%. Yikes. Similar situation with Ethereum here, except Ethereum's above its resistance, where Bitcoin's below it, testing it as resistance. Ethereum's testing its old resistance as support. Still fine. Down 0.36%, outperforming Bitcoin today. How about that? Again, anything above 1700, 1730 long enough, I think would turn into 2000, 2043. Way up here. So you're just win bids. Waiting on bids. Could look at it on the 4-hour if you want. Not as dramatic as Bitcoin, where if this was the Bitcoin chart, it was making its highest highs of the year, where Ethereum certainly not, not responding the same. Hit a high of 1830 last night, but earlier this year, earlier this month, you were at 1850, 1848, 1861. So interesting, not as affected on the downside nor the upside. Not as volatile as Bitcoin right now. Okay, noted. BNB up 0.86%. Right, somehow it's just a channel, man. If you just look at it on the 60-minute, I'll show you here. Here's your quad screen, bottom right, Binance coin. It's just down sloping price action, confined within two parallel lines, and that's it. Wish there's more to talk about. You're below 350, so 350 is everything on this chart. And then, hey, here's XRP that still looks okay, still extremely elevated, but I don't know, man. It's just, I think we're waiting. We saw XRP actually hit the major inflection point. We were waiting for it. It did it, and now it's been pulling back. And who cares about what happens to XRP as long as it makes a higher low than any of these lows you can identify on the 60-minute, which 44 cents, 41 cents, long as a pivot happens before then, and then you're just making another higher low and you'll run later. So, yeah. And then going back to BNB on the daily here, yeah, sure. Oh, is it double topping? You're just in a very interesting spot on BNB because of the weekly, right? Or the weekly, very promising. Very promising. I mean, sure, so like XR or XMR, like Monero, like, oh, it could just be bearish consolidation before collapsing again. Or again, this is where it pivots and then rallies 61% of the way before rolling over later, way later, months later. So yeah, range bound for getting closer and closer to it an entire year now. I mean, what are you, like 11 months in to range bound price action up and down?
Hedron on the weekly plaza.
So Exhibit, thanks for the 1628. We'll look at Hedron on the weekly. That I remember was great, M shape, and have been playing out. I haven't looked at it in a while, but thank you. I'll eat. Well, I mean, like, here's XRP, higher market cap than Binance coin now. Feels like the days of old. When's Litecoin gonna make a comeback? Then we could say the whole gang's back, right? The big four, the old school big four. It'll be a while. I'm scared to load anything on this internet right now, dude. The fiber's coming in a couple days to be installed. So until then, I'm just kind of like trying not to use any sort of download speed, because for some reason the download speed throttles the upload speed, which hurts the stream. Really weird, man. Figured like, oh, it should be separate. All right, so you think higher price on BNB eventually. This is just so slow going. It's kind of starting to remind me of XRP a little bit, where 84 years later, you're just waiting here, and you know, here's your weekly on XRP. Still just ungodly. It hit its highest price since May of last year. Still above the 200-week simple moving average, and this is the breakout point from September of last year. The confirmation line of the potential double bottom. Breaking it with a candle close gives you a confirmed double bottom breakout. You have not done that yet. So the good news is, though, tremendous upside potential if it actually plays out.
The old school big four might come back after the second is done suing everyone, ha ha.
Yeah, right, dude. Everyone, I mean, I guess, but yeah, I'm just saying. Like, dude, don't even get me started. Like, I can't even talk about this government, man. They're so bad. Don't even bring it up. Just gonna raise my blood pressure. Awful. Terrible people. How about Elizabeth Warren, anti-crypto army chat? Pocahontas coming after us. What's she gonna do? How's she kind of come after us? Her. Imagine what would happen to her freaking another time. Oh my God, dude. These people are not representing us. Anyway, so I do want to say real quick, thanks so much to, we've had some new people, a couple new people join the Citadel, but also resubs, and say real quick, and I might forget a couple. I'm going to scroll through them. I know Brad tried to post, I think there are more. Let's see. Space Ape, thanks so much for the 3 months, man. 3 months in the Citadel. Really appreciate the ongoing support from you. There are more. Scat, thank you, dude, for the 3 months of support in the Citadel.
They missed out and they want in. I think that's the main reason.
Nah, dude. People like Elizabeth Warren make money from grifting. $225,000 salary, has a net worth of like $100 million. It's just crazy. These people are awful. Terrible people. Kurt, thank you so much for joining the Citadel for the first time. I really, really appreciate that, man. A couple more. Just hold on. Lots of charts, man. Lots of charts in respect to TA. Real Mike, thank you so much for the 3 months. I really, really appreciate that. Metal for Life, thank you so much for the 3 months of support in the Citadel. You're supporting the community. Spicoli, thank you also so much for the 3 months. Knew there were a few more I missed, so thank y'all. Really appreciate that collectively. Yeah, I thought I looked at that though. I thought I looked at SGL. Maybe I'm crazy here. Okay, so here are your like bigger four. I guess what we'll do is just knock out that Hedron because it's crypto related from Exhibit. And he wants the weekly, and he's gonna get the weekly. And well, hold on. Hello. Is it really gonna be like this? Of course it is. Where is all my data on this? It's gone. Jeez, dude. These charts are weird, man. They just delete your work. Like, oh, no big deal, man. Because you know what it was. You know what was going on. It had completed that freaking 886, like the Jesus. And then it was gone. And it's still freaking fine right now, right? It's the M shape. It's the weekly. Here's your weekly. He's asking about it. I mean, two things could happen. You could eventually find your way making a type 2 return down here. Or, I mean, the breakout level on the daily was that 31,488. So, really nice recovery off the lows. This thing's so illiquid. So, I mean, the volatility is crazy, right? Like, just, it doesn't look like much, but I'm just telling you, looking at this on the way, from its lows of the week, it has recovered 16%, and then off the highs last week, you know, it swung from the highest high to the lowest low last week 30%. I mean, these cryptos, man, are just ridiculous, stupid, volatile. So looks fine. I mean, aggressive targets on Hedron gonna be CNA. Aggressive target to eventually see 45,600 and then eventually 62,587. That's the way you look at any harmonic if you're trying to be aggressive and you're targeting the top of the harmonic, A and C. There you go, man. Not much else to really talk about besides that. The time to talk about it was when we did, when it was doing the stuff at that level and it actually has gone up substantially. Since then, it's beautiful. SGL. I'm just like wondering here what you mean. Like SGL on what? I need something. Like, because that's just not gonna. SGL, yeah. Like Thorsten, what do you mean, dude? Like if like. I don't know. Anyway, so you got, you know, we are.
It's time for Power Hour.
We are in Power Hour right now. We have less than 40 minutes till the daily close. And what's happened, you know, notable gainers today. Well, you had Holo, hot, Holo chain. Remember, this one had that M shape. It had the M shape. And the volume that came in today was, wow, highest volume on this exchange you'd seen really since like May of last year. Look at this, dude. Look at that. It's just wild. M shapes complete. Yeah, they complete like that. Peaks from history. Look, it was the first daily candle close. No, first daily candle open ever on this chart, February 2019. Then a peak in April 2019. That had become a support years later with a really nice, almost, you know, bullish pin bar, almost dragonfly doji combo right there, and that's proved to be pretty cool. And then, you know, targets up here, but wow. There are several out there that are completing M shapes like this. Not performing like that too much, but how about XLM? Somehow up 4.3%. Let's go, dude. This is incredible, man. You're trying to tell me broke out with a daily candle close yesterday. You broke out and confirmed it. The breakout. The breakout of breakouts, right? Where, oh, this level here, it's been resistance support. Well, guess what, man? You've now Back tested it as support, and you're going for your highest daily candle close since November 7th in 36 minutes. And there's just really, I mean, you'd think 12 cents, 12.3 cents up here. Incredible. It was the weekly here too. It was so nice, man. Right? I mean, just so educational. There are multiple assets out there that had been doing this, back testing their 2019 lows, their 2020 lows. Did it again, man. They can't keep getting away with it. What, normal people that know how to that understand what inflection points are, and where this will probably be headed in time, 14 cents. Okay. They can't keep getting away with it. Beautiful. All right. Moon soon. Oh wait, mooning. EOS. Also, you know, I get it, man. It's taken too long. It kind of is very similar to XRP. I think this just happens when there's no liquidity. And I mean, you would be sitting in this like you'd be sitting in XR, like you had been sitting in XRP if you were long on it. Like where the stage is set for the bids, the upside. But when bids. Like this is just like, okay, it's confirmed the bottom. It's completed the M shape, a 1.618 fib extension, the max threshold of this butterfly, bullish butterfly pattern. And that's it. You sit and you're waiting to either be stopped out or for moon. Purple. The purple butterfly, man. You know, I found out, it's really weird, just part of that whole weird parasitism thing with the insect world, where there is a type of butterfly in the UK, Europe, called the big blue butterfly, and as a caterpillar, it infiltrates the ant bed, the ant kingdom. But before it does that, is it entices a singular ant outside of the ant bed by secreting some sort of like honey substance that like mesmerizes and like manipulates the brain of that ant. That ant then carries in this caterpillar. For some reason, no other caterpillar messes with it. You know, and he overloads that singular ant with pheromones that make it think it's the queen. And when the caterpillar goes in there, they take this caterpillar to the chamber where all the eggs are, and it just feeds and feasts on the eggs. And by the time it's done, it's like 100 times the size of what it was when it went into the ant kingdom. And then, you know, gets in the cocoon, and then, you know, gets out, and then just leaves. And by the time, you know, it leaves, a lot of times the ant kingdom is destroyed. It's eaten like the entire ant bed, like all the offspring. Crazy, man. Butterflies, though. Butterflies. The big blue butterfly, I believe it's called. Crazy. Yeah. Good one, Exhibit. Yeah, man. Must be hungry because of the bugs. But this is possibly that butterfly, right? Just waiting and waiting, eating all the egg ants, and eventually $1.90 target. And if it fails, it falls below 83 cents, and chalk it up to keychains and hands in pockets. Some people know what I'm talking about. That's it, man. So just upside, if it does play out, like it would play out like XRP over the course of a few days. It'll just be like, burp, oh my God, it's up 60% in like 3 days, and you missed it. It'll be like that if it does play out. I'd say that's what I'm talking. These are weekly candles. It's pathetic, dude. Same effing price you were at virtually at the beginning of the year. No yield, nothing. And then it'll just be like 3 days randomly, boom, 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 and it's done, 190. The problem, patience, you know? You're trading that weekly. It's crazy, man. All right. Big one back above 28,000 for a few seconds. And it's like that butterfly is like the only carnivorous butterfly on the planet, or one of the only ones that exist.
I like totals. Looks like it's breaking out soon.
I like turtles.
Thank you, Rob. Nah, total, man. Look at total. Been a minute. Kind of scared to use their charts though, because of my internet right now. Let me see what I can do for you, okay? Yeah, total, just you thinking like just a mega range going on right now. This is your total, right? Total, what the, yeah, total right here. Let me get rid of these for now. Clearly, oh, between 761 billion and 1.17 trillion, and just up there, can't break it. Was it a double top? On the daily, it probably looks a little better. Yeah, you can just see the range, man. There's no bearish edge. Nothing's implying that, oh, the buyers are exhausted and it's time to collapse. But if you are just up against this level now, look, it's the high from January 2021, the low from June of 2021, the low from May of 2022, and the peak from August 2022. It's very real level inflection. I mean, breaking it, yeah, would be unreal. The upside would be crazy. But until then, you just got to say, man, you're not breaking it yet. And this is exactly where reversals happen, because this is exactly where reversals happen every time in history. Goodness. All right, so let's look at the S&P 500. Continued to rise. And man, just gapped up again, and it's just right up against 4,058.99. Not a joke. This is such a serious area. And breaking it could manifest into running to the next major inflection point, 42.30, 42.93. Just another high or low getting put in. My God, that's not bad. Again, I prefer the individual assets, just don't have to worry about what's connected to the S&P. But sure, it's starting to look a little better. Not great yet, but take out the high from March 6th. You're trying to. Not bad. Dow Jones continued to rally. Remember, this one's a little further off. It needs to break multiple levels here. There's too many highs, right? 33,582, 34,280, you know, higher. Good God, man. So it's not doing anything exceptional. Just a rally here and no higher highs yet. So and the NASDAQ breaking into that zone, but not quite out of it yet. 12,070 is everything. It is the high of the high. And breaking that, consequence 13K, and then that right there, just visualizing 13K NASDAQ equals all these big tech names playing out. Google trade set up, right? Amazon had a good day today. Shopify, Nvidia, AMD, man, them doing things. That would be the outcome, 13K NASDAQ. So looking real good right here. Piercing lines, still holding to be V reversal so far. Love it. Identifying daily Japanese candlestick reversals can be very beneficial. And here is the IWM. Remember, its own piercing line. It gapped up and pulled back and at least filled the gap, unlike the other index funds. You did bearishly engulf though too, so yeah, still for now working on that confirmation of accumulation above major inflection points, which is like basement. If it's gonna rally here, this is you're so close to the lowest risk areas you could ever be for long. Because, like, you know, it's not, I'm not saying it's gonna happen here on this one, because my God, dude, like the world's collapsing financially, economically, oh, so much tumult. But like, just saying, you could come back one, like, you know, in 4 or 5 months after seeing something like this, which you've seen on individual stocks, commodities, or cryptos before, and after it does something like this, it eventually does something like that. But I'm saying it will happen, but I'm just saying this is what it looks like before it does happen. It's just not certain that it would happen at all. Because, I mean, you need a little more data. We got to keep accelerating. Fill a gap, and eventually you got to break 188. Options expiring tomorrow, crypto. There it is. It's now been talked about. I don't know if that would, you see the problem with like talking about that's why it's happening. That's why Bitcoin sold off a little bit a minute ago. You can say that or you can think or guess, but it's like you'll never have a true conclusion. You'll never really know. Is that the reason? I don't know, man. Maybe it was just there were some people that sold at a resistance. They took profit and it pulled back, but there's so much demand collectively on Bitcoin that it will not go and rival that previous low before it, which was 26,700 or whatever. Okay, so those are your index funds. Looking interesting here. All the sectors were up today except the XLF, which was financials. You had the XLK, which is technology. The best performer. It led the charge. And look at the XLK. Wow. Talk about a breakout from April of 2021. There it is. It's been regarded as resistance before and support before again, and resistance just recently this year in February. But look what just happened a couple days ago. A back test of that level. It was once resistance support, and now it's support again, and now running. The XLK filling a gap today, even though it created its own couple gaps. There is a gap that was filled from August 2022, and you have achieved your highest price since August 19th, 2022. You're hitting that 886 though. You gotta wonder, will there be a reaction? You're high to low. You exceeded the 886 today. You hit the 886 yesterday, but that is a massive level of inflection breached. And you think, how would we look at this? Just like you could maybe look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP from the highest point to the lowest point, approaching the 618. So 152 there. And that's the end of the golden zone. And breaching that means, wow, you know what would probably happen? You're working on a Cypher Shark, a pretty beautiful one, where the full reset, imagine that. How many people would just be, oh, I'm back all in on technology at 169.50, and then the reaction reversal there on the weekly. So that's where you could be headed to. Bad action magnet move though is 152, the 618. So yeah, something to think about, and that would mean tech would be continuing to roar for a while, you know. Sweet, man. Leisure entertainment, 3 rising valleys by the looks of it, right? I mean, if we're not identifying first time today a 3 rising valleys, I mean, what is, you know, this is a pretty nice looking classic accumulation structure. The 200-day simple moving average is being defended, and a level from history that is no joke. Oh my God, it's not a joke. It's so real. Look, you can't deny it. You can't argue with it. What I mean is, like, everyone around the world would have the exact same consensus as me. If we all know about levels, everyone in the world would agree that is an unbelievably important zone of inflection. 39.26 to 39.65. Look, a peak from 2015, a peak from multiple times in 2015, different parts of the year. Then a valley from 2017, multiple times, right? And then it was obviously held here in 2018, right? You're breaking that today and yesterday. And only after breaking it, you put in your third low. And on the third effing low, there's hidden bullish divergence there. And this is, my God, this is a pretty compelling argument for more upside. Hidden teal. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Okay. Above $39. bullish. You could be like somewhat bullish here. Cautiously optimistic. Third Valley. Okay. Wow. Stuff like DraftKings and this one. You know all about DraftKings, the beauty. And what did DraftKings do today? Not much. But this 1891 level, you are getting real close here to big old breakouts. You've technically broken that high, but I know you got ANC up there, which were targets for the harmonic. But man, that is like a bull flag on DraftKings, chat, that just broke out recently. And only hidden bullish divergence. Just everything's set for higher prices on this. Dang, man. I mean, your target here is like back up to 2119, but then like 2765. So you think about the PEJ, Entertainment Leisure ETF, and then you look at something like DraftKings individual asset contained within that. And it's like, how does the PEJ continue to ascend? Something like this. Wow. Quarter change? Yeah, maybe. You gotta remember the buy yearly candle last year was insane. It was like only number go down for 6 months, and on the first day of the new bi-weekly candle, only number go up for like an entire quarter. It was crazy. All right. One that looks unbelievable right now is the consumer discretionary chart. Now, not as, you know, whoa, but like if you look at this, you say, holy crap. Consumer discretionary momentum shifting. All right, so the way I look at this is the inverse. This is the inverse of the Terra Luna chart. This is the inverse of the natural gas chart before it was all over, for the rug pulls, okay? And just try to bear with me. I'm gonna try to bring this up for fun. Just hang on. You're gonna lose your mind for maybe a moment. People that care about this stuff, you won't believe it. And I have to redo all my work on these for some stupid reason. Trading views dumb like this. Let me go to get to the daily here. I'm going to replot it. Just give me a second.
Rio, please. Descending channel breakout?
Yes, sir. Well, look, dude, you won't even believe this. This is so freaking crazy here. All right. And I bet you the outcome ends up being similar. Moon soon. US dollar debased, of course. Inflation, height. Tell me how this is not almost identical. Okay. How is this not almost freaking identical here? Where you have a weekly double top or double bottom, but on the second bottom is the Momo shift. Okay, this is Terra Luna before the rug got pulled, okay? Bye-bye. Do Kwon's in jail, thank God, a couple days ago. Jesus chimes for Do Kwon being in jail, by the way, because that guy's a piece of trash. He deserves nothing but jail. So you've got that going on the XLY, but inverted. Tom Cruise. Okay? I was inverted. I was gonna moon soon. XLY. There you go, dude. Natural gas, same thing, though. Good old-fashioned natural gas giving us the exact same effing fractal. Gotta love it, man. So stupid. Oh my God, I love it. And then it's gone. I don't know. I figured some people will get a kick out of that. Maybe, maybe not. I'm extremely excited about XLY to see what it manifests into, if it does turn into the moon chart. But you can say definitely on the weekly we got some sort of double bottom going on. Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever, that's fine. Look, same thing. It's a dragon, the dragon breakout. You got that going on, yeah. You even created more divergence. All right. Supply line breaching, you know, again. Okay. So
Money on LSE please, daily weekly.
G-Dog thinks 15. Look at it. Let's talk shit about alright. So that I eat my bugs, my niggas in. Alright, so you know, we're gonna just look at some of these. And it was pretty unreal, right? A cipher here on the material sector. Dumped, made a slightly lower low, and it's just rallying. Okay, the trend, it seems like it's reversed here, you know. XLV, healthcare. Look at this. Oh my God. Is it gonna do it? Is the springback test gonna happen? Is it, what's gonna happen here? Is this thing we're going to 136.80? Anyone got any idea here? This level has been defended so many times over the past few years. It's trying to be, you know, defended again. All happening at an 88% retrace. For the most part, you know, like, wow. Okay, I'm just telling you, I'm letting you know, like, key levels being back tested as support by the market participants on the healthcare sector. All right. Yeah, the communication services sector, XLC, that look what's happened recently. An old peak, the July of 2018 high, several other times was a high and a low. It's been regarded as a low again, a back test of the level as support. Momo's shifting to some degree. You can say Momo, like, right? Like it's a low, the lower low, then the higher low. That's like massive inverse head and shoulders going on with the neckline. I think at that pre-COVID crash high from February 2020, 57.79 is a breakout, and where you probably be going for a full-on common retrace between $60 and $70 up there. Things turning around. XLE was up too, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know if you can stop this, man. I just don't know. Like, I would think like it's done because this is it, you know. The lower highs, the lower low. Now let's see what happens, because sometimes you're in a transition. Like you'll be in a trend transition. Yes, only the trend. Don't tell me anything else. God. And if it rallies and we end up making a lower high, then you know there's even more distribution, and then you make another lower low, and you can come to the conclusion the trend's probably reversed. So, yeah. Utilities here, man, really that's crazy, right? 64.30, 64.40, holding on, man. Dow Jones Transportation, oh, getting back above a key level like today of all days, man. Look at that. This level from 2021, so important. You're above it now. You broke back out today. Back above the level with a close since March 10th. Okay. XLP, consumer staples. Not as like crazy looking of a chart, you know. I'm not seeing anything that sticks out as crazy, but I think you broke a supply line here and you're rallying off of that breakout.
Check out
right
FSM
there.
on NYSE on weekly.
What's up, Rob? Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look. We will look. Probably headed to 77.62. XLI, and I'm almost done here. Yeah, this one just back above 98.81. But it just reminds me of the Dow Jones where, okay, it's almost identical to the Dow Jones. So you just got to take out the new highs here, and then you got to go break 106. But in between 98.81 and 106 is a lot of up and down. So XLF, which was the financial sector, just terrible, man. Nothing good about it. Reacting, off the lows because of people buying out these banks, whatever. Scam. This is all a scam, dude. These banks are scams. But yeah, so this is just, that's not really good. If that's it, that's as far as you are off from the lowest lows. This is not done. Brandon even said it wasn't done. Okay, let's go to golds. And then we'll get to these requests. And we can wrap it up, man. Whatever. Gold, bullish engulfing candle today. Back above 1963. Nice. That's a level. I mean, you know, it's reversed in November 2020, January 2021. So you're above that with a close and probably eventually headed to 2023. I mean, I think in like months' time, all-time highs, $3,000 eventually. I mean, what's happening in the U.S. dollar? Yep. These people in power, they're in charge of this country. Yeah, that's almost a certainty. Yep. Okay, those are, you know, that's gold. And then, again, it's all about the monthly on gold and silver, which implies way more upside. Price discovery on gold. Silver, really nice day today. Highest daily candle close since February 1st, above $23. Again, it's all about the monthly. You own these things. You own gold and silver on the monthly and forget about it because they're actually unreal. They're actually stupid signals going on. You know, you got on the monthly. Now it is about to happen because of yesterday's price action. You are less than 1 day away from a monthly bullish engulfing candle after a formal back test of the high from 2008 as support and the formal back test of the 200-month moving average as support with the positive histogram candle emerging for the first time since July of 2021. That, if that's not a signal for a long, nothing is in the world.
Hi, brother. Can we please look at GDXJ? Daily bullish bat pattern anchored from COVID crash lotus at 28th low. Looks like trying to confirm higher confirmation double bottom.
Sub Arabian Plug, thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at that. Thank you, dude. Cheers. Okay, silver warnings have been placed on silver and gold. It's the monthly, though. It's not the daily. So whatever else going up and down, don't worry about it, man. It's the monthly. I mean, it's almost like, hey, man, this is where, like, physical gold and silver, because it's on the monthly. Okay, so there were requests, man. They were here. Go to yeah, there is, I'm hearing there is no there's very little supply out there. Good luck getting it, and if you're buying it, you're buying it at extreme premium. Yeah, welcome to it, man. You only had 84 years to acquire gold and silver physically if you wanted it, so I mean, you have no one to blame but yourself. It's gonna be the same thing with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and shoot, even some of these lesser thans. And all this time, so what were you doing? Fiddling with your...
Bruh.
Let's see. I can't look at SLG till there's resolution, Brad. So I don't know. Rio for D-Rock, thank you, man. Rio, like of course there's a crypto. Everything's got a crypto, man. But Rio's metals, you know, and it's not breaking out yet. It already broke out. I mean, yeah, Rio already broke out. At least of the ice lines. But I think he's probably talking about a crypto, dude. Oh, he's talking about Rio Metals? No, that's Amanda and David. I don't know if that's the same people, though. This is certainly not a descending triangle on Rio to the US dollar, which Rio to the US dollar crypto, like I don't know which one he's requesting, because like this one's not set up for higher prices. It's like about to make its highest level since in a year. Rio Metals, which is Rio Tinto. What is it? A descending triangle breakout. Here's Rio Metals. I mean, it's the highs from 2019. It's the highs from 2012. It's the high from, my God, it's that's the one, 2006. If you're above that, you've broken out. The target's 76.64 eventually. That's it. When you're above that level, and now you got the whole Momo shift, like left shoulder head, right shoulder stuff. Buyers defending the 200-day moving average. There's some bullish divergence there. Yeah, I mean, it's only making lower highs, lower lows for a very long time, for a couple years now. But I think anything above $60 is safe on RIO. $60 is the big cutoff. You want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do it below 60, but above it could be the promised land. Again, though, man, I mean, I'm looking at like the miners, which have way more, you know, good, they're really good setups, man. We looked at them. What was it, Sunday or Monday? I can't remember which day. We looked at all those metal miners, gold and silver, and they're killing it now. It was almost like an omen. It's like we looked at them, and ever since we looked at them, gone, dude, just going insane. Breaking back above resistances. Completed harmonics playing out like we're waiting for on some of these cryptos, man. Money on the London Stock Exchange for G-Dog. Sure. MoneySupermarket.com. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go, man. Started on the weekly here. Well, yeah, certainly a level has been defended, which was 207, 223. And there's like nothing there until 367, 381. So I think you have a massive amount of upside if this is real. You know, I guess if you use this low as an anchor point with Fibonacci, you probably completed an M shape. 886, of course, 886, a couple times, 172.70. And that rally, you kind of like missed a lot, right? The lion's share. I mean, since it hit that 886, you know, it's up like 44%, but 170 plus days. So I guess like if the asset's going to, if you want to know the levels, right? I mean, like 207's the cutoff. That's the weekly candle high close from November of 2007. Or below that, the consequence would be eventually 141. So it seems like when you broke the level, you back tested the level. You've been skating above it since mid-February, and then last week was a massive bullish engulfing candle and the highest weekly candle close on the asset since like September of 2021. So still below the 200-week simple moving average. Yeah, okay, no golden cross or anything on the weekly, but yeah, just above 223, upside potential is like 61%. That's all I can give you on this one. It's a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So, okay, 367, 381 would be the target, right? SGL, not SLG. There you go. SGL. Again, SGL, I'm looking at it. Not SLG. Yeah, SGL is like, but is this a crypto? What is this, man? Because you got to be like, what exchange? Because it's not on the New York Stock Exchange. What my SGL Carbon on the German Stock Exchange, the DAX? What? STL Global on the Indian Stock Exchange? What is it you want, man? Tell me true. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, the sub. You can't just say yes because I've just asked about multiple things. So just tell me what you want. German Stock Exchange. Okay. Guten Tag. Wonken Franken. Oh, I have memory of this place. It was like weekly. Here it is. Back test of the 200-week simple moving average back above 725, 788, which is a very real level, and consequence $11. 11.10. You're on the way. You're going insane right now. You have less than a day until your highest weekly candle close, technically, since September 20th, 2021. Yep, what was once resistance, support, resistance, resistance, resistance is support now. It's flipped. That's what you're seeing happen on Ethereum to its 1730 level. So that's where yes, your target up there, 11.10. Only happened after a 100% retrace, right? Wow. I wonder how close you are to this. You already had it. You're above the 50 and 200 week moving average. Very nice. Yeah. Wow, giving me one more. you're pretty much given a third valley there. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of like a third valley. Like we're like 1, 2, 3 here. Jeez. It's pretty nice. Accumulation structure. Up 2% today. Again, highest level. But this is, you hit 52-week highs today on SGL. Carbon. All in on carbon, dude, right? Okay. Not bad. Thorsten, are we cool, man? Look at the 200-day moving average being regarded as support. It's pretty nice, man. Pretty nice. Yeah, I think 1085 target on the daily. Very, very real there. Yeah, man, that's so real. Like, look at this level was back tested as support. Now you're going. Easy to know it's 1085. All right, and then we've got FSM for Rob, and that'd be like the last request of the day so far. Fortuna, hey, Fortuna. Remember we were looking at this one. Fortuna. Yeah, up 3.25% today, like magic. Highest level since the beginning of February of this year. There's nothing to talk about besides, wow, look at it in all its beauty. Look at a completed massive M shape, 1,000+ days large. And after it completes the Volkowski momentum shifting structure, the inverse head and shoulders with a neckline at 412. And once 412 breaks, bye-bye, see you at $6. That's it. That's where we are. 412 is the target for now. And if you break it, promised land against $6. Arabian Pleb, I didn't see that. Why did yours not show up on here? Oh, no, you're next. Yours is next. Sorry, I wasn't scrolled all the way. New day, though. There's your daily. Fortuna amazing, along with many other miners. Here it was. Bitcoin's close. Let's check it out on the daily. Oh no, we've gone negative momentum. It's all over for Bitcoin after, just yesterday, intraday, hitting your highest levels in almost a year. So this will be the last 24 hours of the month of March. The last 24 hours of the monthly candle here, which this is what it looks like. This is what it will close like. Assuming something amazing doesn't happen. You are going to close at or below 28,800. And it makes all the sense in the world. In the same month, it's just crazy, dude. A 50% swing in value on Bitcoin. And what did it do on the monthly? The only two inflection points that you can even see that are visible with close to each other. It was support and then it was resistance. The 20,000 2017 cycle top was support, and then the resistance from June and May of 2021 is resistance. That's a 50% swing in price on the largest crypto in the world. A sight to behold indeed. Working on the highest monthly close since May of last year. Ethereum's monthly, the way it will close is exceptional. It's actually, in fact, a colossal breakout on Ethereum that will be confirmed in less than 1 day now. Yep, undeniable colossal breakout, in my opinion anyway, because, well, whatever. You will be making your highest monthly candle close since May of last year, and you will be closing above the level of all levels. If you've been on this journey with us, this is the most talked about inflection point, 1730. It's crazy, man. I'll tell you that what is it? The XLY. Oh my god, man. The inverse Terra Luna chart, inverse natural gas chart. That means that ETF's about to go insane if history repeats itself in an inverse fashion. Oh my god. Super excited about it. Just to see how it plays out. It's going to take a while, but man, I'm excited. Ooh, the song sucks, dude. Just chill. To the quad screen, back at it, man. Bitcoin just up there. You understand now, with a rectangle, if Bitcoin sees 28,730 again, it will be a confirmed partial decline. That means if Bitcoin sees 28,800 one more time after hitting the high, selling off, pivoting before hitting the bottom of the rectangle again, it will be confirmed, and that means there is a 70% chance of a bullish breakout. Okay, so all you need left is to go test one more time to confirm it, and then you know extremely high probability of a breakout. That's where you're drawing. You got an open-ended straight flush draw. You got all these outs, man. You got half the deck if Bitcoin sees 28.8 from here. Just saying. There's a high probability whatever card lands, it's going to be what makes your hand. So let's pray for that. That's all we need, man. And then everything goes moon. Maybe it's setting up for the new month, the new quarter. All right, let's go to that last request here. Thanks for nearly 600 people here. It was GDXJ, which is like what, a gold miner, junior gold miner or something. The Thematic Junior Gold Miners ETF, which is a massive, pretty much engulfing candle coming here on the monthly. This is not a joke at all. Not a joke, man.
Any chance at you taking a look at Hex USD on the weekly image?
We can look at that. Weekly log, sure. Do it next. Thank you, Anonymous. So what was so important about this level? Was there history back here? I don't think there is. I think this is like, newer. Okay, so anything above like this $36 level is pretty good, man. I'm thinking like above 37.70 is 51.78. You're working on your highest monthly candle close, and since like May of last year. It's an M shape. It's definitely an M shape, like a bat pattern. They completed, of course, right? It's a literal perfect bat, just a couple percentage points off, which is fine. It's literally not. It's actually like a perfect. Of course, it's the bullish bat pattern that completed and is now making a higher low and mooning. Yeah, there you go, man. It looks like certain individual gold miners or silver miners, right? And it looks like them. So yeah, now I'm not surprised. After we looked at like all the individual ones, that the ETF itself looks great for way higher prices. Yeah. No, not afraid at all. Copyright, because I prefer to have copyright music than make money from not playing copyright music and subjecting you to freaking ads and advertisements from YouTube. All right, there you go. GDX J, you're talking 51, 78, 65, 85 targets eventually down here. This is not a joke. This is serious, and I would not be surprised if this happened based on just the what's happening. We have like a major turning of the tide. And I'd say what's more appropriate here is like just the valley of $30, $29 was just back tested as support. It's really nice. All right, you want Hex on the weekly. Hex on the weekly in log scale he wants. Log scale. I mean, it already broke out, right? The Bulkowski bump. Yeah, that happened. It's just crazy, man. Hex off its lows, at least in log scale, 35% swing from the lows this week. And it's just really, look where you are. At 10.9 cents is an undeniable level of inflection. And then you go, if you break 11 cents, you're virtually going to double in value based on support resistance. You break 11 cents, boom, like 20 cents. 90% upside, whatever. That's it. But not much really to look at besides it already broke out. It number go up every week. Just green candles virtually. This week might go green to 3 days till that's confirmed. All right. So log scale, yeah, you broke out. All right, man. I would say on Ethereum, you can't say potential partial decline because a criteria, like if you read and study the partial decline or partial rise by Bukowski, the asset must test, if you're talking about a partial decline, the asset must test the top of the range first before the action of the pullback, exactly like Bitcoin. So this is textbook. It tested the levels pulling back. And that's what makes you be able to identify it. Ethereum didn't see 1844 again, so you can't say that if it sees it one more time, there's a 70% chance of a breakout. But the thing is, the way that you know how the macro goes, right? If Bitcoin does it, then it's, I bet you Ethereum breaks out too if Bitcoin was to break out. So there you go. Yeah. We're not done here, man. Yeah, you got targets up way higher, 36,000 to 48,646 on Bitcoin on the weekly. Eventually. All right, man. Been live a little over an hour. Again, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. Really appreciate all the support, the people that continue to support the channel and the community by being members of the Citadel. That's the single best way to support it. Oh wow, I didn't even talk about, there's like this, I didn't know this existed. It's really new. It's like called Treat Stream, where now, like, if you want to, like, I'm gonna get it set up once my internet's better, but like you'd be able to like send me food instead of a tip. But it's the exact same process. So instead of like tipping me $30, someone will do it like every day, right? 30 bucks. Someone will just like pay for dinner, and the dinner just comes here. It doesn't dox me. It's just a thing. It's just like a new. It's weird. So we're getting that set up. It'll just be an interesting little gimmick, It may not do anything, but it'd be fun, See what happens with it. I think it's like anything off Grubhub, which means that's like a food delivery. So I have no idea what you'll be able to buy through that thing. We'll find out. The problem with it is you can only go as high as $25. You can't, what is that going to happen? How's that going to work with like inflation and insane fees, It'll be a Badlands Chug stream. Yeah, it'll be like, no, those feeder streams where people like, I don't know, man. I think that's maybe what the morbidly obese women, they'll be on like the site, and then like men will just feed them like, like they're feeding Jabba the Hutt or something weird. That's not what I'm going for at all. And yeah, that's good. I have no idea if alcohol is available on that thing or not. Probably. I don't know, dude. We're going to have to find out together, though. Not much longer, and we'll know, okay? Bug burgers. Thank God they don't exist in Miami yet. All right. Well, we went over the markets today. I think there's some really compelling stuff out there. You got to be monitoring it and paying attention to it. So the hype will return, man. I swear it always does, and it always will. It's just how long before you capitulate? I'm just praying for that partial decline to be confirmed. All Bitcoin needs to do is see 28.8 again, and it will be confirmed. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.